You wait till we start the Beresford cable fish.
Let me call Todd and see if he did. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Exactly.
Okay.
I'm not sure why that video is not.
Everybody's here, so we don't necessarily have to Zoom. Be available.
I don't know if we can go back to the meeting.
Did you stop doing?
Yeah, I had to leave.
You had to leave? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then the leader, but it kicked everybody else off.
But none of those people were going to be speaking during the meeting, so they can watch the YouTube video.
Does Todd need to be on though for the cable vision?
Oh, that's right.
Todd, call
We have
us.
a cable
I
vision.
just told him, he said okay,
No,
but
it's just,
now.
all we're doing is just the rates.
Oh,
We just had the meeting not too long ago for the annual.
no, that's right.
This is
It's
so
all blurry.
funny. We use Microsoft Teams. This is so pandemic.
Right there.
Yes.
Look at that. Aren't you smart? Okay, James, yeah. Well, lunch. It says launch, not lunch. No, seriously, March. You did. Here we go.
Okay.
Back in executive, or back in open session. So,
Art shot withdraws the motion that was made. Delano concur.
motion has been withdrawn. Is there another motion regarding the telephone tech position?
Doden moves to promote Tony Larvick to fill the internet telephone tech / cable TV tech position effective March 8th at the rate of $26.67.
Delano second that one.
Motion by Doden, seconded to approve the hiring of Tony Larvick, internet telephone tech cable TV position effective March 8th at the rate of $26.67 per hour. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Recess the council meeting to convene the.
We have to advertise.
Oh, I'm sorry. Request to advertise telephone tech 1. Is there a motion?
Megan Thomas.
Doden second.
Motion by Swaggin and seconded to approve the advertisement of telephone tech 1 custodian. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Now recess to convene the Beresford cable TV.
Call order the Beresford Cable Vision meeting. Can you take roll call, please?
President Teresa Swaggin,
Here.
Nathan Anderson.
Here.
Troy Boone.
Here.
Gerald Boone.
Here.
Troy Doden.
Present.
Art Schott.
Here.
Mike Peterman.
Here.
I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Delano so moved.
Uno second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adopt the agenda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Visitors to be heard? No visitors? New business resolution 2021-01 cable TV service rate.
Austin, you just want to give them a quick rundown, kind of why the increase?
Yes. Basically, the reason was the local programming increased 17.96%, and the Apollo National Program, the other, our extended tier 2, increased 8.62%. So that is why there is the increase. Give kudos to Tom. I think the local was up to 50% increase is what they're asking for. We got down to that 17.96. So yeah,
Minimal. We ask them every year, why wouldn't we just sell antennas to everyone? It's crazy, but. They blame the networks are passing these fees along to the stations, so the stations are paying more.
Is this just being built into the rate, or is it in like the retransmission fee that we?
It's the retransmission.
It is the retransmission fee, okay.
We're paying all the local operators, so it's up to 4 Sioux Falls stations. Now we're down to just 2 companies. Same company owns Fox, KSFY, KBLT, and then Kello's owned by Nexstar, so. I guess Fox still has side channels though.
KTW does.
KTZW still has the side, but not the main Fox feed.
So do these still go together with these bundles you have together at these rates? Do you still have these rates anymore at the new fiber?
The bundles? John?
Yeah.
We do, but as people get off of them, then they are no longer allowed to get back into them. So we're trying to get rid of the bundles.
Okay.
Need a motion to approve the rate increases?
Ray moves to accept resolution 2021-01, cable TV service rates increase.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to accept resolution 2021-01, cable TV service rates. Any further discussion?
One more quick question. So if they want to go to like the 50/50 internet, how does that work with these bundles? Because these are nowhere close to that.
Yeah, so they would not be able to bundle.
Oh, okay.
Once they go out of that, yep, they can no longer be
So
bundled.
if they're bundled and they're at this, they have to stay at these rates.
Correct. Yeah, as
These
soon as they go to that 50/50, then it's no longer a bundle.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No other business? Adjourned.
Reconvene the city council meeting. Lane Johnson, finance report.
In your council packet is the 2020 annual report that Brooklyn and Post put together. And once you guys approve it, I'll get it sent off to the state.
Is there a motion to approve the 2020 annual report?
Jordan so moves.
Shad, second.
Motion by Doden, seconded to approve the 2020 annual report. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Report's approved. 2021 election updates.
So at Friday at 5, the petitions were closed. Ward 1, Art Shot took out a petition, and he ran unopposed. Ward 2, Ben Fallberg and Will Rolke both took out a petition, so we will have an election for Ward 2. And then Ward 3, Troy Doden took out a petition and is running unopposed. So we will have an election on April 13th, and we are going to join with the school. Save on costs, save on election boards, and on notices in the paper. So that was just a quick little election update. And then the next one I have was the 2021 swimming pool fees. Greg and I sat down and we were visiting, and we're going to keep the rates the same as last year. So it will be $75 for a single pass, $125 for a family pass. The family pass would be for the immediate household, And we're gonna continue with the punch cards since they were quite popular last year. $4 for adult daily admission and $3 for junior daily admission.
Did we sell any passes for Christmas?
We did two family passes.
Okay.
We need a motion on this, Tom? I had talked to Greg about not taking money at the pool again. Did you guys talk about that?
So last year with COVID, part of the reason why all the money was here is because we needed that signature from the COVID form waiving all responsibilities on the city. I don't think we have a problem here, especially if they want to use a credit card. But I think, you know, if someone doing a daily pass, if they come at night, I think they still need to take money at the pool.
That's up to you and Greg. I mean, if that's
Mhm.
the way they want to do it. Are we
I mean, 'cause
having
they
a
can
big
use-
waiver this year?
It hadn't been discussed, I guess,
Yeah.
whether the council wants to do that again this year.
What do you mean waivers?
They signed a waiver saying that they were aware of the risks of COVID and the spread, and that they were assuming their own risk of going to the swimming pool, that could be a potential cause for spread.
And we think people are well aware of what COVID is now?
Hoping.
There's been some legislation passed to protect
Oh, they're
certain
working on stuff.
entities. Is there anything like that in place to protect us?
Well, not yet. There's still talk and fear, and they're still in session, so we don't know what's going to come out of it. So.
I say we revisit the waivers when it gets closer to opening.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
When they sign that, when they show up for the first time, or?
They decided to buy a punch card or a family pass or
Okay,
and that was just punch cards and passes last year.
Right, and you also had to be in the Beresford School District or have a Beresford address to be able to go to the pool.
okay.
Just because everyone local around us closed their pools, and so we were just getting bombarded with phone calls from Sioux Falls and Brandon.
Right.
Swim team.
Vermillion.
Daycares wanting to bring their
Yes,
busload of
entire-
kids.
yes, yeah. And
From
so-
Brandon, wasn't that one of them?
Mhm.
It's like,
I got a question on that. Hypothetically, okay, they live in Beresford, what happens if they're in college or school and they come home? They're still part of the family, but they don't live here, they're maybe a dorm.
When I was talking with Greg, I think he wanted to just open it back up like a non-COVID year. So it would be free to anyone to,
I think it's a
I
sign.
mean, I think Sioux Falls schools are opening.
yeah, they are.
I think we gotta revisit it in May and see if everybody's opening their pools then.
Yeah.
Sounds like all the Sioux Falls pools are gonna be open this year. There you go.
Alright.
Do we need to approve the pool? Yes.
David makes a motion to approve the fees and passes for the swimming pool at $75 for a single pass, $125 for immediate family pass, and also we will have punch cards available
30.
for $30. Second. Do I need to amend the motion to include the single rates of $3
Daily
for
rate.
junior and $4 for an adult for the daily rate?
Include that.
Include it.
You said that before Mike seconded that.
Yeah, I did.
I heard that.
Nobody heard Mike.
You were saying that as I said second.
I almost did.
Motion by Doug and second to authorize or approve the swimming pool 2021 rates as stated. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Approved. 2021 Board of Equalization update.
Last week I emailed everyone the appeal process guide. This is just a little bit of a guidance for our local equalization board meeting, which is going to be at our next council meeting. I know Lincoln County has received their tax notices, and I think Union County is starting to today. And so I have the packets from the counties here, so if anyone asks you, send them on in here. But we have none so far.
Do they gotta come here per pack, or like, if you give me one, I can give it to somebody, or,
It needs to just be turned in here by March 11th at 5 o'clock.
yeah, can I give one and give to somebody, or no? No?
I'm just teasing you.
No, because some people ask me about them, I told them to call, like you said, alcohol, point.
It'd be best if they came in, because then I can help them go
Right,
through
okay.
and make
No, that's
sure
fine.
that.
That's fine with me.
But if they are not available during the day, I can get them one. You can scan it to them and email it.
Weren't we assessed at the new rates already last year? Or-
It's been a couple of years.
It's been a while for one thing.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
On Union County
Overall,
side.
yeah.
Lincoln County's new?
I don't know if they did any changes or not.
But they,
Not, they did not for
we used
Beresford.
to Lincoln County a couple of years ago.
I didn't even look at mine.
Yeah.
Well, mine went up 2 years in a row.
That's because you keep your lawn so green.
Yeah.
If there's some pine to go with it, that's because they have to
Water
take
trees.
it. The outside is, yeah.
And you need your water tower this year. I'll put that
Pretty
water
sure
right here.
enough outside, I know what you got.
Like the dog goes, it's
Five
like
hours.
Saturday took us 2
Foot,
hours.
they cut a whole foot off.
Okay, no questions? Good. Jerry Simon, City Administrator.
Yeah, just a full concession, I talked to a couple of councilmen after, this was on the agenda, but, I thought we'd better talk about, to see what we wanted to do this year, to see if we wanna do, let one of the nonprofits take it, or try to lease it out. I thought we'd better get started if we wanted to get leased out, so. What are you thinking there, Troy? Nothing?
I talked to Greg, and I think Greg is thinking this might be another year to just not have a concession stand there. We get it another year behind us with everything that's going on still. I mean, you'd hate to have that be a deal breaker if the pool's open, or if we have different hours, or if we have to impose different safety measures of wearing masks and stuff like that.
Can we just put a pop and drink machine on the outside? And then, I mean, I can remember when I was a kid, there was a pop machine
Probably put it right
outside
in
the
the building.
pool, right by the front door. Huh?
We could probably put it right in the concession stand if we wanted to, and just open it up for kids to come in and get stuff.
Well, I think they use that room now for the lifeguard.
Oh,
So, I don't know, I mean, it's open, what, 5 hours in the afternoon? And 2 or 3 hours in the evening? I mean,
If we want it,
what's that?
we could do, like Troy said, a vending machine. I know there's a local company that does vending, so.
The biggest sellers at the pool are like the freezies and frozen stuff.
I don't think they want Gatorade and pop and all that stuff spilled all over the pool.
We wouldn't be able to bring it in. You have to hammer it out in the parking lot. I mean, during break.
And I know last summer there were a couple local kids that
Growing up,
had a wagon that went over there and sold stuff too. I mean, they could do that. I mean, I'd hate to have it infringe on anything that's happening at the pool if you can't. I mean, the pools in Sioux Falls still don't allow concessions inside or any outside bottles, period, because I got yelled at the other day.
Are they doing concessions at ball games here in town?
It's really good.
Just my 2 cents.
Last year, I don't think last year there was concessions at the ball games,
But like now they're doing some.
but now they're talking about.
I mean, my only concern is 2 years ago when we did the concessions, it seemed like it created, there was issues. I think
but they're not open enough hours and all that kind of stuff.
for the wrong hours.
I think they only open, just right,
During pool breaks.
only open pool breaks is the only time that they open.
The revenue really wasn't there to support somebody manning it.
I think even to open it, somebody would have to convince me that they have a really good plan on how to run it versus we're gonna go buy some candy and sell candy and pop. My 2 cents again.
I like the idea of an outside pop machine if that would work, or a water machine or something.
Maybe hold the vendor, like, we should use them, see if the vendor can stock it, everything else, and do that.
We'll check on vendors and just see what, how they handle that. Will we need to make a little bit of money off it?
Vending machines?
Yeah.
I've got, so what I'm thinking about is Laura Archambault. They do the school vending machines.
Maybe.
Not Ryan there and Laura Archambault. Thank you,
I think it's a bad idea if someone comes with some real good idea. I think everyone would listen to it, but maybe look at some vending machines, see what else is available.
They're gonna ask to be open all the time, though, if they're gonna make any money.
The problem was, 2 years ago, they were open all the time, but nobody was showing up. So then they stopped being open all the time, and then somebody did show up, and they were closed, and then they couldn't buy a freezy pop.
Okay.
And it was, you couldn't win.
Yeah.
And I believe we even told them they needed to be open when the pool was open, period. And that went for a week or two, and then things changed. I think, didn't you even have to take a trip or two down there to talk to them about? Or
I never did. Kelly might have, I didn't have to go.
I think it was Kelly.
We'll look at the vending machines. I just want to update you guys a little bit on Betco and the Housing Redevelopment Commission had a joint meeting, and I know HRC's had some meetings since then, and they both agreed that they would move together and work as a team to try to get this thing put together in the housing development to the south of the football field. We've got some cost estimates prepared, some of those kind of things, and they're taking a look at that. We're gonna have to get some engineering involved, but there is gonna be some cost on behalf of the city if we extend that road. That's gonna drive you the biggest cost for the city. The city owns about, I think it's about almost 1,000 feet of, they'd be responsible for half the cost of the road, curb and gutter and everything else going through there. So it could be upwards of $250,000 to $300,000 just for that part of it. So the HRC, the developers will be responsible for the developing the 6.5 acres and then paying their fair share of the cost of extending the road also. So we'll get them together again, moving forward. We hope they'll get something done yet this year, maybe later in the year, get something going, and get some lots out there for people. I'm still having lots of calls every day, people calling and asking about if there's any lots available in town, and it's pretty slim right now, so hopefully this will give us an opportunity to get a few lots available and see what kind of response we have. So,
Would we recoup some of that cost on the curb and gutter when we sell lots? No?
Not the city, I don't think so.
Okay.
We don't get to sell any lots on that side, that's the problem.
Oh, it's in
So
there.
the HRC is going to be responsible for much everything
I get
else.
it. Okay.
They have, plus everything else, so it's kind of
Cause you're talking the road basically like from where the golf course driveway is going south out there, right?
so to go from, I'll call Old 77 all the way down on 7th Street past Lennon Knudsen and the Seelys and people there. Dead ends right now, continuing on to the north, and we'll eventually hook in with Maple Street, which is right in front of the school.
Okay.
And,
So that would come right in front of the cart path, that new street, or the cart shed, I mean,
yes.
between the cart shed and the football field.
Yep.
And into our parking lot.
Eventually it will go through.
All the way.
Right now it'll be a dead end, most likely. We would apply for some funding through the community access grant, which is available each year. Not a lot of dollars, but it would be some money that we could apply for because we say that street actually does lead to the school. So there might be some reimbursement on that last piece to get it from the south end of the football field all the way to Maple, which is about equal as the distance that we have to go the first time. So
How much traffic are we talking about eventually
it'd be quite a bit.
during football games and stuff, lights around there? I wonder if that'd be an issue.
It could be a little bit more.
Right now it's multifamily, right?
It is.
Are they
So
planning on like doing single family lots or?
right now we have been talking to single family, but with multifamily, they can put twin homes on there also. I'm going to say it'll probably be twin homes and single family lots right now.
How many lots that can get out of that area?
Well, there's 13 to 14 probably single family, but if you do some twin homes, you could probably upwards of 20 lots. So,
There's no more discussion of apartments or anything like that?
not with the HRC. Now, if there's some people that wanna come in and actually do some of that developing, or even if there's a developer that might come in and want to buy that, I don't think the HRC would be opposed to that. And I've been talking with one developer that might be interested in doing some of that, so.
Okay.
But we wanna move forward, right now, but, it may, regardless of the city, if HRC does it or a private developer comes in, we're still gonna have to come up with half of that road cost,
Okay.
so.
Where next after that? We need some housing, bad.
Talked to a lot of people.
I know, and the folks that have the land adjacent to the city are just not playing ball.
Whoa. Okay.
That's probably all we can say now.
Questions? Old business, second reading and adoption of ordinance 2021-01 regarding electric utilities in the city of Beresford.
All that does is it just allows us to adjust the fees as needed by resolution, rather than having to change the ordinance each time when our costs go up to, for new meters, new housing hookups, and temporary service fees when we go out there and set up the boxes and things like that. So the fees were set quite a while back, so our costs have increased significantly. So we're just trying to at least recoup our costs and maybe make a few bucks when we're doing that. So we'll have to bring once this ordinance is effective on March 31st, we'll bring a resolution to the next council meeting, or that first council meeting in April. So.
You need a motion to approve the second reading?
Yep, we do.
So I move to approve the second reading of ordinance 2021-01.
Second.
Motion by Dolan and seconded to approve the second reading and adoption of ordinance 2021-01. Any further discussion?
I have a question. Does it make any difference if the BMTC ordinance was 2021-01?
That was a resolution.
That was a resolution.
Good catch. I was seeing if anyone was paying attention.
Plus, we another cable version. So.
Yeah, so that's a cable business.
We did separate set on that.
Alright,
They're paying attention.
it's all
You do
in
that,
the
right?
details.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Is there a motion to approve the step pay increase for Kathy Stussy?
Lee moves to put the step pay for Suji, staff second. 1966 per hour.
Motion by Dillian, seconded to approve the step pay increase for Kathy Stussy to the rate of 1966 per hour. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved.
Dolan moves to approve the advertising for seasonal help for the city of Beresford.
One second.
Motion by Dolan, seconded to approve authorization to advertise for seasonal summer help. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. No discussion on informational items. Is there a motion to approve the travel request?
Dolan moves to approve the travel request for Jane Norling.
Second.
Motion by Dolan, seconded to approve the travel request. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Is there a motion to authorize payment of the bills?
I'll pay the bill.
Dolan second.
Motion by Dolan, seconded to authorize payment of the bills. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
For volunteer.
Approved. No further business for the council. Meeting adjourned.
Send your check over.
So if we bounce the check, you wanna make motions?
I do pay my bill.